Good day, everyone. We are the Historia Baliktanaw, a organization for historians to encourage the study by passing down and preservations of priceless historical records and accounts. Our symposium goal is to defend the truth and dispel the myths regarding about the martial law in the Philippines. Proponents. Work plan and parties involved will be discussed by Mr. Berlado Curl Jefferson, and the description goals and objectives will be explained by Hani Calo, methodology by Sally Jane Luperes, and the project summary by yours truly, Kezi Jane H. Mancha, and the budget allocation will be specified by Silagan Trina. For our collaborators, we have the Commission on Higher Education or CHED, since our participants are from college students, and the said event will take place on Central Mindanao University. Following that is the Hereditary Society, serve as the Department for the Study of History. These three collaborators are extremely important for this symposium to be success. The aforementioned symposium is scheduled on December 14, 2022 from 1 to 4 in the afternoon at the University Convention Center. The entire amount of money needed for this activity is 82,150 pesos.
Project description, symposium, defend the truth and dispel the myth. It is an activity to eradicate misconceptions and myths regarding the martial law. This will help students to be fully aware of what really happened during the Marcos administration and be mindful of what we believe in social media. Goals and objectives. The goals of this proposed activity is to eradicate myths and misconceptions of martial law in the Philippines. Specifically, it aims to describe the historical background of 1972 and 2018 martial law. This involved a comparison between the two administrations of former Ferdinand Marcos Sr. and Rodrigo Roa Duterte regarding their declarations of martial law, and determine if there were human rights violations and assess whether the martial law should be feared or not.
Methodology. Implementation strategies. First is to propose a business proposal. So a letter is proposed to the collaborators to allow the company to conduct a symposium in a certain institutions or organizations. Next is the signing of contract. So contract signing of the collaborators will help legally support the said activity. Followed by finding a resource person. So the group is going to find a resource person who is able to provide information regarding martial law and its legal basis, as well as to be the guest speaker of the symposium. Next is the preparation for the symposium. So it is where the needed equipment and materials during the symposium will be prepared. Conduction of activities. So it is the implementation of the activities for the symposium. So it will start from invocation to the opening remarks, to the introduction of speakers, and to the lectures. Next is the analysis from the participants. So it is the question and answer portion between participants and the speaker to learn whether the participants have learned from the speaker and to know if the group have achieved its goals, which is to eradicate myths and misconceptions regarding the martial law, and followed by the giving of tokens. So it is the showing of gratitude and appreciation to the participants and the speaker. So the speaker is going to receive a small token of gratitude, while the participants are going to receive certificate of appreciation for attending the symposium. Sustainability strategies. First is to conduct a survey to other institutions or locations. So surveys conducted to other locations in order to know if there are myths and misconceptions of martial law in the Philippines there. Next is the gathering of data. Is to analyze whether it is necessary to conduct a symposium on a said place. When the group finds the data suitable for another symposium, then the implementation strategies will be applied in the next symposium. Then, promoting the activity through social media platform. So promoting the symposium using social media platform and to spread awareness regarding the myths and misconceptions of martial law by creating pages in Facebook or in Twitter and Instagram and by using its own website.
Hello, good day. My name is Kurt Jefferson Borlado. So now, I'm going to share to you our work plan in conducting the symposium. So, if you can see, in the month of October, first we're looking for our collaborators. After that, we conduct the business proposal. At the same month, we call a meeting for the member of this organization and of course to our collaborators. After the meeting is the signing of contract. Then in the month of November, of course, we looking for the speaker of our symposium. After that, we looking for venue and we preparing equipments and flyers. Then in the month of December is our conduction, and that was the day of our symposium. So we started our symposium with an invocation. After that is the national anthem. Then the opening remarks. After that is the introduction of the speaker. After the introduction of the speaker is the lecture. After the lecture is the icebreaker. After the icebreaker is the continuation of our lecture. Then after the lecture is the distribution of snacks. After the distribution of snack is the Q&A. Then after that is the distribution of token and certifications to all who participate to the said symposium. Then after that is the closing remarks. After the closing remarks is the closing prayer, of course. Then after the closing prayer is our documentation. Next, we proceed to the parties involved. So here we have the project leader, and that's me, Kurt Jefferson Borlado. So my responsibility is to lead in the overall planning, executing, controlling, and ending of the symposium. So next, we have the study leaders, led by Hani Calo, Cecily Jane Perez, Casey Jane Mansha, and Maria Trina Silagan. So their responsibility is to guide the group in identifying the resources required, conducting the research properly, analyze the gathered data, and manage the symposium. So, of course, we have collaborators. We have 3 collaborators in our organization. So, we have the SHID, and next is the CMU, or Central Mindanao University, and thus the Herodotus Society. So, their responsibility is to elaborate to the organization in planning and executing the symposium as well. So next, we have a research person. So this one is our speaker to the symposium, Attorney Maria Jean Canoy. So her responsibility is to contribute information and opinions to participants about the symposium. So next, we have participants. So our participants is the CMU students. So their responsibility is to understand the symposium and to participate in the activities. And thus, we have the technical personnel. So their responsibility is to troubleshooting technical issues, resolving network issue, and conducting electrical safety checks on equipment. That's all. Thank you.
This would be our budget for our symposium. First is the honoraria for project leader worth 6,600 pesos. For study leaders worth 4,000 pesos each, so 4,000 times 4 is equals to 16,000 pesos. For guest speaker, 5,000 pesos, and for technician, 3,000 pesos. Next is the venue worth 2,000 pesos, the sound system worth 1,000 pesos, tokens worth 2,000 pesos, snacks worth 30,000 pesos because we are expecting for 100 participants, so 30 times 100 is equals to 30,000 pesos. Next is 2 boxes of mask worth 100 pesos, 2 boxes of ball pens worth 200 pesos, 1 ream of bond paper worth 200 pesos, certificates worth 10,000 pesos, flyers worth 5,000 pesos, and tarpaulin for 1,000 pesos for the total of 82,150 pesos. These are our references for our proposed symposium. Thank you.